Hello everyone and welcome back to ISCT TV 2025. My name is Miriam Pazdar. I'm one of your correspondents this year, and now I'm joined with William Hwang, one of our co-chairs for this year's meeting. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Miriam. It's a real privilege.
Thank you. So we wanted to start by talking about this meeting and your vision going into it and what you're most excited about being here.
Well, it's a really exciting time for cell and gene therapy. Cell and gene therapy has really reached an inflection point. In the last few years, we had like 1, 2, or 3 FDA approvals for cell and gene therapy. Last year, there were 9 approvals. So and the growth of the industry is really going up. Even if you look at the use of CAR T cells alone in international registries, from a very low baseline, now it's like a few thousand a year internationally. So it's a really exciting time for cell and gene therapy. And in this meeting, we have even more exciting things coming up. We have things like cell and gene therapy manufacturing in space. Right. We have the use of AI in cell and gene therapy. We have the treatment of spinal cord injury. To cure spinal cord injury, we have a treatment for type 1, type 2 diabetes, cures for autoimmunity, cures for difficult to treat solid tumors. Previously untargetable malignancies, now we can have new targets for them. So it's really such an exciting time. As one of the co-chairs for this meeting, it's such a pleasure to be able to bring all these new developments to the ISCT community and to the world as a whole.
Yeah. And we're very thankful for that. I think that is such a unique perspective that we're bringing this year that you don't see in a lot of other conferences. And I know you're also part of our planning committee for next year's regional meeting in Asia. So can you tell us a little bit about that, what we can expect and sort of what we might see continuity-wise between this meeting and the next year's?
Yeah. Asia is also at a very important inflection point. In fact, Asia is most rapidly growing in terms of cell and gene therapy, and there's a real hunger in the region for cell and gene therapy. You know, everyone is asking the region, what can we do? How can we get our center on board in terms of cellular therapies or gene therapies, and how can we learn more? So I think ISCT has a real important niche to fill in this area. And in this meeting alone, at noon today, we will have a Asia regional huddle just to brainstorm some of these things. And tomorrow we have a session called Doing Business in Asia. We engage different people to talk about how we can do business better in Asia, whether you're from outside Asia coming into Asia or within Asia doing business in Asia. And I'm excited to talk about our meeting in July this year. We have a Singapore Cell and Gene Therapy meeting, which is held in partnership with the ISCT.
Wonderful.
And we will have really important people like Harvey Lodish coming to speak from MIT. We have Hiroshi Kawamata to talk about iPSCs, and we got regenerative medicine, cellular immunotherapy, and otherwise. And this conference will be held in July, so I really encourage people to register for this meeting. And next year, I think this will be the first time we have an ISCT Asia regional meeting, a full regional meeting of ISCT in Asia, also held in Singapore. I'm one of the co-chairs of the meeting, together with Shin Kawamata and our famous Lim Sai Kiang, who is so well known in the exosome field. And we are going to put together an exciting program to not only reflect the new developments that we have seen this year and what we're going to see next year in cell and gene therapy, but also what's specific for Asia. Yeah. The particular relevance in Asia, where there are some socio-economic differences, right. There's some cultural differences, where there's a very pleiotropic kind of a regulatory environment. And we hope to be able to bring that which is even more relevant to Asia. What's also exciting is that there are developments coming out of Asia. I mean, there are some new developments in China which are so exciting in terms of cell and gene therapy, some new developments in the region where we have developed new tools, tips and tricks for cell and gene therapy. Japan is also a leader in iPSCs in this area. So we hope to be able to not only reflect the uniqueness of Asia, but also what's Asia has especially developed and the strong areas for which Asia is in cell and gene therapy.
Absolutely. And I think it's really exciting to see, sort of like you said, the explosion in the Asian cell and gene therapy community. And I was wondering if you could sort of tell our audience a little bit more about sort of the specific nuances that really make you excited about it and what makes it such an amazing community.
Well, Asia constitutes 60% of the world population, about 50% of the world's GDP, and more than, I think, 65% of the GDP growth.
Right.
But if you look at cell and gene therapy, I think the degree of growth in Asia is really at this very sharp inflection point right now, reflecting the hunger in the region that I've expressed earlier. And in Asia, what's important is that innovations in the manufacturing of cell and gene therapy to make it even more cost effective is particularly important in Asia, because cost effectiveness is about cost and effectiveness. If you maintain the effectiveness but reduce the cost effectiveness equation completely changes. So that is particularly important in Asia, where there's a very different socio-economic backgrounds. But at the same time, in Asia, there's a real desire to innovate in some new areas, and the ability to sometimes move very, very quickly in particular areas is really exciting to see.
We are so thankful for all of the work that you do for this year's ISCT, for next year. I think we're all very excited by your excitement for the field, and we're very lucky to have had you on our interview today. So
it's a real pleasure.
Thank
you so much, Miriam.
Thank you. Stay tuned for our next ISCT TV segment. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.